Hi, welcome to Lecture 4, Part 5 on Basic Inorganic Chemistry. My name is Dr. Teresa Chimambam. For today's lecture, I will be showing you how to read atomic number and atomic mass from the periodic table. I will also explain the meaning of atomic number and mass number, and I will show you how to calculate the number of protons, how to calculate the number of electrons, and how to calculate the number of neutrons for each element in the periodic table. Each element in the periodic table has an atomic number and a mass number. The smaller number is always the atomic number, while the bigger number is always the mass number. So let's have a look. This is hydrogen, 1 is here and 1.01 is here. The smaller number is 1, so 1 is the atomic number for hydrogen and 1.01 is the mass number. Let's have a look here. It has 11 here and 22.99. 11 is smaller than 22.99, so 11 is the atomic number for sodium and 22.99 is the mass number. Potassium has 19 here and 39.09 here. 19 is smaller than 39.09, so 19 is the atomic number and 39.09 is the mass number. So the same thing is applicable for each element in the periodic table. Always the smaller number is the atomic number and the bigger number is the mass number. So here 42 is the atomic number for molybdenum and 95.94 is the mass number. 22 here is the atomic number for titanium because it's smaller than 47.87. So this 47.87 is then the mass number. So let's look at what this atomic number is all about. What is atomic number? Atomic number is the number of protons in the nucleus of an atom. So atomic number represents the number of protons in the nucleus of an atom. The atomic number is represented by the letter Z. So whenever you see the letter Z, it represents the atomic number. The atomic number of hydrogen is 1. So it means that Z for hydrogen is equal to 1. And this means that it has 1 proton in its nucleus. Remember, atomic number is the number of protons in the nucleus of an atom. So if the atomic number of hydrogen is 1, it means that it also has 1 proton. Let's look at another example. Carbon has atomic number of 6. So what it means is that Z for carbon is equal to 6. So carbon has 6 protons in its nucleus. So always the atomic number is equal to the number of protons. So now we look at mass number. What is mass number? Mass number is the total number of protons and neutrons in the nucleus of an atom. And mass number is represented by the letter A. So if you have carbon written in this form, this Z is the atomic number and A is the mass number. So the mass number for carbon is 12.01 and the atomic number is 6. So atomic number is the number of protons, as I said earlier, and also number of protons is always equal to number of electrons. So since carbon, for instance, has 6 protons, it must also have 6 electrons because number of protons must be equal to number of electrons. And mass number is equal to atomic number plus number of neutrons. And from this formula, we can make number of neutrons the subject of the formula. So number of neutrons will then be equal to mass number minus atomic number. So now we look at how to calculate number of protons, how to calculate number of electrons, and number of neutrons. This is an element called potassium. Capital K is the chemical symbol for potassium. So it has 19 here and 39 here. The smaller number is 19. So 19 is the atomic number and 39 is the mass number. So number of protons is equal to 19 because number of protons is equal to the atomic number. Number of electrons is also equal to 19 because number of electrons is equal to number of protons. So always the number of protons must be equal to number of electrons. And number of neutrons is equal to mass number minus number of protons, as I showed you earlier. So the number of neutrons for potassium is 39 minus 19, which is equal to 20. So potassium has 20 neutrons. So let's have a look on bromine. So bromine has 39 here and 80 here. So the atomic number is 39 because it's smaller than 80, and 80 is the mass number. So number of protons is equal to 39 because 39 is the atomic number, and number of electrons is also equal to 39 because number of protons must be equal to number of electrons. So the third one is then to calculate the number of neutrons. So using the formula, number of neutrons equal to mass number minus number of protons. We then have 80 minus 39. So the number of neutrons for bromine is 41. So let's look at more examples on how to calculate number of protons or number of electrons or number of neutrons. So how many protons are in copper? So if you have a look here, the atomic number of copper is 29. So copper has 29 protons because atomic number is equal to number of protons. So how many neutrons are in copper? So you simply subtract 29 from 64. How many protons are in sodium? So the atomic number of sodium is 11, so the number of protons is equal to 11. How many neutrons are in phosphorus? Phosphorus has atomic number of 15 and mass number of 31, so you simply subtract 15 from 31. So number of neutrons will be equal to 16. How many neutrons are in argon? So argon has atomic number of 18 and mass number of 40. So to get the number of neutrons using the formula, number of neutrons is equal to mass number minus number of protons. So you simply subtract 18 from 40 and you will get that number of neutrons in argon is equal to 22. So it will be good for you to practice these problems so as to make sure that you have familiarized yourself on how to calculate number of protons or neutrons or electrons. Right, so this is where I'm going to end for today's lecture. Please like this video and subscribe, and I'm going to see you in the next lecture.